February, everybody. Thank you for tuning into our February WIG Report. So to start off the month, I'd like to highlight that we started the year off with a bang, increasing both occupancy and team members. So our current occupancy is overall sitting at roughly 84%, with most of January's gains coming from skilled nursing. So special shout out to our skilled teams. This month we have two big announcements. The first being that we wrapped up our independent living member satisfaction survey. So we did that last month. Survey had started January. Our members rated us, each department, community overall, on a score of 1 to 10. And I'm excited to report that overall our average scores for the whole company and every department on average went up this year. So every category, the whole overall company's average community scores all went up. So that's fantastic news, and our expectation is to keep working towards improving and making it even better. So your community-specific results have been shared with your executive leadership teams, and you should expect to hear from them going over the results. And of course, in some cases, you already have heard the scores for your individual community, including department. Our next step after communicating results to you all as well as our members is focusing on the top 1 or 2 items. So again, just focusing on 1 or 2 items in each department that we can solve for impact quickly within the next 30 days. We want to show our members that we listen to their feedback and that we are working diligently and quickly to get better, to be improved. We want an early win. And so once we're past those immediately actionable items, that top 1 or 2 that we can knock out first 30 days, we're going to be focusing on the longer term goals and improving satisfaction by the time we resurvey in June. You may recall we started doing this member satisfaction survey midpoint May, June of last year. Our goal is we're going to survey twice a year, and that each year we keep getting better. I mentioned it earlier, the survey was out of 10. Our overall average as a company was 7.2, which falls between what we classified or ranked as good and very good. So we're a little closer to being very good than we were good. We still got some room to improve. Our goal is that every community and every department achieve at least a 7, so at least good, very good, out of that 10, and that we keep marching towards best-in-class scores of 8 and better. And so when reviewing the feedback, it's not going to all be positive, and I just remind everyone we have to challenge ourselves to view it as an opportunity to get better, which is always a great thing to do, and more importantly, an opportunity to better serve our residents, the members. So the next big announcement, which will impact our entire company, is that later next month, so in March, we're going to be switching to a new human resources software called UKG. Won't bother explaining what that stands for. So this is the tool we use for clocking in and out, payroll, scheduling, and all things human resources, meaning every single team member in the company will be impacted positively for the better through this change, always with some growing pains. And so there's gonna be a lot of communication, including trainings over the next couple months and beyond it as well. And what I'm asking you today is, 1, to be aware, and 2, pay close attention to what we're doing to help make the transition as successful as possible. Change is always hard, and if we pay attention to the trainings, we participate, we all engage with it, it's really going to be impactful for us. We've actually been working on this for the past 12 months, started vetting software, signed the contract, working on implementation, making sure this would be as perfect, as reasonable of a transition for us. And so we're just super excited for the many benefits it's going to bring to all of you, our team members. For our January leadership message, and in honor of the new year and New Year's resolutions, we talked about habits last month, and specifically we talked about the scientifically proven motivation equation. Go check out the January WIG Report if you want a refresher on that, or you missed it. And we talked about how that motivation equation, that we can use it to stay motivated towards completing our goals, both personal and professional. So today I'm kind of going to stick with a similar theme of having good habits, being motivated, and achieving goals by reintroducing an old productivity tool, literally 100 years old, called the Ivy Lee method. It's really quite simple, and there are just 5 steps. So step 1, at the end of every day, write down no more than 5 or 6 tasks you need to accomplish tomorrow. At the end of every day, write down 5 or 6 tasks that you need to accomplish tomorrow. These need to be important. Do not write down more than 6 tasks. Step 2, prioritize those 6 items in order of their true importance. That can sometimes be hard. Step 3, when you start your day, concentrate only on the first task, the most important task, the critical task, the wildly important task. Be relentless until that first task is finished before moving on to the next task. Simple step. Step 4, approach the rest of your list in the exact same fashion, meaning keep knocking out what's next on the list, most important task, focus on nothing else but that, be relentless, and then move any unfinished items to a new list of 6 tasks for the following day. So you get to the end of that day, if you didn't get through your 6 items, maybe you added something more to it. If you did, use that as your starting point. And so what you're gonna do from there, last step, step 5, repeat the process every day. It's really quite simple, the Ivy League method. There's a lot of great content online, go figure, where you can learn more about it if you'd like. And there's even many names or versions of this, or what is essentially this. And so what I would say is that if you take nothing else away from this, just know that writing down what is most important to accomplish that day and focusing on nothing else is highly effective in making you successful, arguably a superpower. This month's benefit highlight is our flexible PTO program. Folks, I have to tell you, this has to be one of our best benefits, and it is sadly one of the most misunderstood. Trying to solve for that. You know, we've even contemplated from time to time, not gonna do it, but doing away with it or modifying it because people aren't valuing it like they should. And so my brief overview today is intended and will help you realize how fantastic our PTO program is. And so let's just start with the basics. PTO stands for paid time off. We as a company offer what we refer to as a flexible paid time off program. And you know what makes our flexible paid time off so unique and, well, flexible are 3 specific details. 1, the amount of PTO you receive. 2, you get to keep all of it as soon as you earn it. It's fully vested immediately. And 3, the big benefit, you can cash it out. So let's talk about the amount of our PTO. The average employer in the United States pays roughly 10 days of paid time off, and that is for employees who have been with the company for 1 full year. Our hourly team members, meaning everyone in the company gets this, our hourly team members accrue 21 days of paid time off in your very first year of employment. Our hourly team members start earning another 5 days of PTO for a total of 26 days of PTO once you reach your 1-year anniversary. That means every hourly team member, roughly 90% of our company, receives a guaranteed pay raise at their first year of employment. Guaranteed, not merit-based. You're there on your 1-year anniversary, you're getting 5 more days of PTO. That's worth 2% pay increase to you. And don't forget, the average US employer only gives 10 days of paid time off to 1-year team members. Ours is 2.5 times that. So additionally, all our team members start earning another 5 days for a total of 31 days of paid time off once you start your 5th year with us. So get to end of year 4, you're getting 31 days of paid time off. To help you understand what your paid time off is worth to you, and break down a little further. So in your first year, your paid time off is worth an additional 8 cents an hour to you for every $1 an hour you earn in your base rate. So for every $1 you earn, that PTO is worth, just in your first year, you get more after that, it's worth 8 cents an hour. So it keeps building up. In your 2nd to 4th years, your paid time off is worth an additional 10 cents an hour for every $1 an hour you earn. After that, you've been with us 5 years, your paid time is worth an additional 12 cents an hour for every $1 you earn. And the cool thing about your PTO is it is yours the day you earn it. Our PTO is 100% vested, which means it's earned and owned by you starting with the very first hour you work. First minute of PTO you accrues, it's yours, you earn it. As long as you put in a notice, you get to keep it. Whether you quit, whether we fire you, you get to keep that paid time off. Very unique program. Most companies do not allow that. And once you use it or lose it, leave, you don't keep it. With us, it belongs to you. So now I want to talk about our PTO cash out, probably the most unique part of this benefit. I mentioned there's 3 things. The other 2 pretty darn fantastic, world leading, not just industry, but some of the best in the country. What makes our program incredibly unique more than anything else is our PTO cash out. And I've been told that less than 5% of employers, that's less than 1 in 20 of employers in America, allow their employees to cash out their PTO. So assuming that is accurate, our flexible time off policy is better than at least 95% of employers in America. That's pretty darn good. We'll take that. And so for our hourly team members, you can choose to do this up front and as part of your biweekly paychecks by selecting from our various accrual options. And every team member, you can request up to half your PTO balance with every paycheck. Again, fantastic, very unique benefit. Common uses for this have been simply treating the cash out as extra pay, talked about that earlier, or maybe using half the PTO to take a vacation and the other half cashing it out to pay for that same vacation. Using as a rainy day fund or to cover unforeseen expenses such as new tires in a car, that sort of thing. Again, our paid time off program is designed to give you flexibility. Hourly team members up front, you get to actually choose how much of those 21, 26, 31 days you want to accrue and be able to still cash it out, or that you just say, you know what, I want to accrue less paid time off. I just want to accrue 5 days a year, 10 days a year, 15 days a year, and take the rest as cash, higher hourly rate, part of my just general compensation, getting it every paycheck. It's flexible. We let you choose. We're paying you that whole rate regardless, PTO plus your hourly rate. We want to meet the needs of you and your family. We want to give you a choice in how we do that through our paid time off. And I gotta say this, embarrassingly, every year we have team members who take pay cuts, no joke, spoken to plenty, who take pay cuts by leaving us for another job that they think pays them more because they do not understand this program and how it works and the cash value to them. I take credit for that. I don't want to have a team member harm themselves or their family because they don't know. I want to solve that for them. I want to make sure we've done our part to educate them, hence we're talking about this today. I would even say this too. This past fall in our team member satisfaction survey, we had a number of team members complaining about how few days of PTO they had, saying they only got 5 days. They had no idea and were probably to blame, didn't explain it well, or maybe they forgot and we should have re-educated sooner. We're doing it now. Those folks didn't realize they were already being paid a bunch of PTO, and if they want to accrue more PTO, they can. Just go to the HR director, increase their accrual amount. They'll earn less than the cash out today, but accrue more and always take it in the future. Again, it's flexible. It's your choice. You want to make sure you understand this really amazing benefit. And of course, talk to your HR director if you have more questions. We want you to be informed. Do not harm yourselves or your family by leaving money or benefits on the table.
I'm Jamie Prosser, Lifestyle Advisor at the Lakes at Litchfield. Our spotlight hero this month is Audrey Knox. She is manager of our pub. We opened it just a few months ago and promoted her to be the manager. Because of her understanding of customer service and her dedication, it's been a huge success. Last week I had a couple in on a tour. She couldn't decide what she wanted for lunch between 2 items, so she selected one. Audrey surprised her with the second one to take home for dinner. So it's the little things that she does that makes a huge impact here at the Lakes.
I enjoy serving members and meeting new prospects and encouraging them to join our family at the Lakes.
We are honored to sit here and be discussing Tajon Brown and telling everyone, I'm just so glad that everyone gets to see how his little light shines. He had a situation occurred and he handled it with ease, not stress. He didn't panic, he handled it. We had a member that was choking. He noticed it. He did the Heimlich maneuver, and the member continued eating, and everything was okay. But it was the simple fact that he did it, and he did it quickly and promptly. And he came back. He didn't scare us all up. He didn't nervous. He was like, Miss Felicia, I think I just saved somebody's life. And I was like, Tajon, not right now. He's like, no, Miss Felicia, I think I really did. So I was like, let me go see what's going on. Went out there, and Lord and behold, he had really saved someone's life. Tajon, we thank you. We thank you daily We never not tell you how much we appreciate you, but we really appreciate you, and the members appreciate you, the staff appreciates you. We thank you for all that you do for Osprey, and that you understand and get the culture. We're people serving people at all times. Way to go, Tajon.
Tajon is always smiling, always polite. Anytime I need help, he's there. He's really a delight to work with.
I'm so excited that Melissa was chosen as the WIG hero this month. Wildwood Downs is very proud to have her as part of our team. She has been here for quite a while and holding down our assisted living memory care unit. She's the glue. She is that center of the wheel, and she helps keep us all in check and helps keep everything flowing, and always steps up and goes above and beyond. And I always make the joke that Melissa lives here. We need to get her an apartment. She's just very dedicated, and we really appreciate her. Congratulations, Melissa.
It's been an absolute pleasure working alongside her here at Wildwood Downs, and she has a true passion to serve our members and our families, and is a reflection of our guiding principles. Not only is she great support for our care service administrator and resident care director, she's a true occupancy leader and goes above and beyond anytime asked or even not asked. So we are so happy that you're on our team, and Melissa, thank you so much for everything you do for us and the members here at Wildwood Downs.
It's an absolute joy to see Melissa honored in this way. Melissa is such a big team player, and she plays a significant role in making sure that assisted living and memory care functions properly. Melissa is a true occupancy leader. She cares about our members and making sure that they get all of the services and amenities that we provide. One thing I love about Melissa is that if she doesn't have an answer, she has a plan. She's always willing to go the extra mile and put in the work to make sure that things get done, not just quickly, but properly. She's an integral part of this team, and we're so honored to have her with us at Wildwood Downs.
I'm Mackenzie Hughes, the Activity Director from Cascades Verde, and our hero this month is our Executive Chef, Daniel Dobbs. In December, we had a Santa book to come in and see all of the families and care services, and about 2 hours before we found out who couldn't make it. Obviously, we were all distraught and scared to ruin the Christmas magic for everybody, but luckily we found a Santa suit, and our executive chef was so willing to come down and be Santa for our members. We had the absolute best time, and we know that he brought magic to so many, and we know he would do it again in a heartbeat.
Hey, I'm Judy from Cascades Verde, an LEL in Skilled, and I am so excited that Daniel was nominated for Hero. We appreciate everything that Daniel does. He was so willing to put on the Santa suit when we were in a bind and we needed a Santa Claus. He immediately put on that suit and he ho-ho-hoed all the way to Skilled, and he put smiles on the resident's face. Congratulations, Daniel. We love you.
Great work, heroes. We are off to the races in 2024. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.